Salute to everybody, man. Salute, man, and what a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside. I figured I'd come in here and touch down a little bit. Goddamn. So now a lot of you are here and they're waiting for, Nate, when are we having the meet and greet? You know what I'm saying? It's a little different thing that I'm doing, and those that are part of that already, they're already ahead of the game. You know what I mean? And, I say that to say because the way how we're doing things, we have to really make sure that this is a very unique, exclusive sector. You know what I mean? And it has to be unique in a sense. Shout out to the God of Scientists, goddamn. It has to be unique in a sense because, shout out to Lonnie. What up, Lonnie, baby? I don't know, that shit went out for a little minute. I mean unique in the sense of there's a lot of different levels to fulfill when doing this. And, there's a lot involved. And I don't think people understand that the more and more I speak upon exclusivity, you're not going to know it until you're here. And then you get it more, you know what I mean? But there's just certain things that we can't do for that matter because we can't necessarily be accessible to the common person. Now, this is for a lot of reasons, but sometimes when we're moving the way that we are, and it's moving pretty quick, we want to inspire, and we want to make sure this thing keeps going. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, damn, shit ain't working. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm multitasking. The thing is that the more and more we move with this, it becomes let's say, for lack of words, it becomes more intense, right? And I just broke this chair. This shit is crazy. Hold on a second. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I had a guy cleaning their head. Sometimes people just fuck shit up when they're not here, man. So, it was brought to me, and I'm not gonna even take all the credit for this, right? It was brought to me from a very major supporter here. And she's let it be known that she doesn't think it's wise for certain things to be accessible. Because there's a lot of women here that have trusted that mode of privacy and shit leaked out. Shit either leaked out, shit blew up in their face, and trust is very hard to regain. So people that we have here, we want them to regain trust, but we don't want them to regain trust with the general public. We don't want you to regain trust with the general public. So, for example, there's certain male friends of mine that will never know anything about this, ever. Family, I don't share this. I mean, I just don't, because it's going to be too good to be true for their side. Because at the end of the day, it's almost like, I'll give an example. If you were making donuts or baking cakes at home, right? And everybody's like, you know, you giving people the cakes and they love your cakes. And all of a sudden, they see you on Food Network with this big restaurant in another state. They're going to be like, why didn't you tell me? Wow, I didn't know you were doing that. They feel, friends and family feel entitled to your success. You know what I mean? So now they may see somebody on the show that may be your right-hand girl. And they're like, well, I could have did that position because they seen that the right-hand girl had a title. So to eliminate that, I don't involve that element, because that element is something that is just as bad as the element of having a troll pop up here. We can't have events and have trolls. We have to know our members. We have to know, like, no, we screened this individual. She's been screened. That's it. Any of the men that ever show up at any event of mine, he has been screened more than a woman. Because he's a man. You understand where I'm coming from? So being a troll is in his blood as well, too. You know what I mean? Now, if you just an ugly, busted chick and you angry because you're a divester, you will never be able to come to an event like this. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. I don't give a fuck if it's a birthday. Nothing. No celebration. You won't be able to be allowed to because you're a troll. So with that in mind, and people are like, Nate, you know what I'm saying? Like, New York is just so much, you know, I always wanted to visit this, that, and the third. I want to come out there. I want to come to New Jersey. I'm going to be in Jersey. I'm going to be in Connecticut. Wherever you're going to be, do that at your free will. And that's fine. You know what I mean? Shout out to Obi-Wan Steph. Shout out to Garden Scientists. Individuals like these two individuals, you know, we all take risk in life, but you're going to take a risk with these type of guys. These are the guys you're going to have at the event because they have passed a personal test to know that they're valid. So anybody you see stepping in our realm, it's official. When you see a woman in this studio and you see me working side by side with her, and she's from another state and she's a B mindsetter, from this day on, I'm stressing this. I'm not gonna even say from this day on. I'm gonna start it from when Laura was here. Now, Laura is a member. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see Laura. Y'all know Laura. Laura's been here two different times already. From the point of Laura, so we're going to say June of 2025, anybody you see in this studio, they have been screened. They have to be. You know what I mean? Not because it's just a whole bunch of cameras and everything that's, you know what I mean, keeping things together, but this is not a situation that we just dealing with random people that come into the studio. When I was doing when I was doing street interviews on YouTube years ago, that was random. We were picking people, handpicked, and we would do videos. And even then, it was still handpicked because we didn't just interview anybody. You know what I mean? So we used the ability of our judge of character to know. Now, nobody's perfect. People could go home and flip the wig, but the one thing that we have to do, for one, you got to sign a release. If you did a live stream, you sign a release automatically because it gives you a mode of a release to get in. But we have to do it that way because when we come together, I don't care if it's 20 of us. 20 of us in this movement is a big deal. If it's 20 of us on a cruise, 20 of us on a resort, and we all got our T-shirts on, that's a family. It's actually considered a large family. You know what I mean? So don't think that you have to discredit yourself by us having this movement as if I'm Joel Osteen. You know what I mean? If that's soon to come. But that's not necessarily the goal. The goal is for us to have a strong foundation of people to know where I could know you up close and personal and know like, okay, there's some more to trust. I can fuck with you. You know what I mean? Because I'm not a matchmaker. We're not here to matchmake. The experience that you get in here is not going to be like anywhere else. It's not going to be. So when you come to visit New York City and you want to visit your family and friends, that's different. That experience has nothing to do with me. When you come here, that's entirely different. Whether I meet you at a beach, whether we doing a live stream, whether we doing outdoor footage, that's going to be an experience you're never ever going to forget, because that's one-on-one. So unlike a situation where people may feel as if like, well, when we all get together, yeah, well, that we have to get to that. So I want that to be very much known, to understand that, you know, this is not no Diddy shit. This ain't no freak off shit. We don't do none of that. This is true adults here. And the adult content and stuff that we share and talk about off camera has nothing to do with anybody. You know what I mean? You know, we have a meditation couch over here, and we have an interview couch. And then we have the 2 seats here. Like, the shit is set up for production. And then some of y'all, we may be doing work together when it comes to a film. Whatever it is, you have to be prepared to do some audio or film work. That's the goal of coming here. I don't care if you come in for one day. You could fly into Newark, New Jersey, and jump back on a plane the same day. You know what I mean? And have lunch. We could go to Korean barbecue. I'll feed you, all the above, and you fly back home. But at least we know we got the footage. If you choose to stay longer, I could guide you on how to do that. Whatever it is, this ain't no freaky deaky shit. You understand? This is real life shit. So I want you to know that the main thing is here, as a B mindset in the classroom, we got to do the footage. You know, we can do podcast live stream like this. We can do the interview on the couch. We could do the meditation on the couch where you're by yourself and you're doing your therapy. Whatever you choose to do, whatever you're comfortable with, that's your will. You know what I mean? Now, if you want to go see some nigga in another state and he flies you out and he try to fuck you for the weekend, you know, that's your business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. But when you come here, this is going to be monumental. It's going to be monumental for you, because you're going to be able to see a teacher that you've been listening to, vibing with, connecting with, one-on-one. That alone is going to be a movie. You understand? So that's why when people seen Laura was here, they was like, damn, was Laura nervous? I guess she was. You know what I'm saying? If you listening to a person for the longest time, and next thing you know, you talking to them in person, that's a vibe. You understand? And I feel that a lot of brothers, we have a mindset, and the mindset may not be agreeable to a lot of women. You know what I mean? A lot of things that y'all may not like to accept because of your passion and love for that black male. But you also got to understand that there's a mindset of the black man that you have to be aware of. You know, now, does it mean it's true? No. You know what I mean? It's his mindset. A person could dream about anything they choose to dream about. A person could make whatever they believe their reality. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But what you need to know in the B mindset, you coming here and we connecting and you meeting me in person, and you take the steps of never, ever, ever forgetting none of the things that I've taught you, you will never fail in this game. A nigga can't run over you ever again. He won't be able to. You know what I mean? He can't bait you with a conversation. You won't even get angry anymore. Because now you know you're going to be able to listen to it, and now you interpret it different. You're going to be like, oh shit. It's almost like now I'm giving you the privilege of having this tool, and this tool is like a part in your brain that's going to sit in your brain for the rest of your life, as long as you take care of it, and it's going to translate what he means. And once you hear the translation, it's going to be one big fucking damn an entertainment comedy show. real good sisters on this movement. Sisters that got their shit. Sisters that got it going on. Not only because they pretty, not only because they cute, not only because they sexy, not because they fierce. They just got their shit going on. Not their shit together. Shit together, that's for a nigga to come out of fucking, rehab. Okay, you got your shit together. No, you got it going on, sister. We understand each other. These are sisters that fly out and they make their arrangements because they got it going on. Now, I could afford to do it, but I don't have to. Because the woman that I fuck with in this game, in this circle right here, they're the type of women that I grow and make into better. They don't have a home on YouTube. They don't have nowhere else to go. So the women I know, they could move and shake and bake. They could rent the car. They could fly. They could make the flight arrangements. They could rent their own car. They could rent their own hotels. They can do whatever got to be done. They just want to know that, can I trust? The process. Can I trust ever again? And by the time they go back on that plane, they're going to be like, you know what? I can trust once again. It's very simple. So you have to be aware. Now, ladies, obviously, if a man flies you out, be prepared to give him some ass. Woman that got it going on, don't let no nigga fly you out. You don't have to. You got it. You can do it yourself. And when you fly yourself, you have a certain power. He don't even know where you're staying. You could tell him one place, stay at another. You staying at the damn Hilton, tell him you're staying at the Marriott. Whatever. Because if he a real nigga, he don't give a fuck. As long as you know, hey, you got somewhere to stay. If you need me, I got your back. You can visit a nigga and it could be safe. But when a nigga fly you out, he owns you. When a nigga buy you a drink, he owns you. When you got it going on, you could stun on a nigga and buy him a drink. It ain't nothing. Because that to you don't mean shit. Or men are intimidated from, a woman that has her shit together. No, he's not. A male is. A man's not intimidated by that. As a matter of fact, it makes it a lot easier because that's what he would have did. See, the key is we got to be able to build this lifetime and say, you know what? We don't know how much more longer we got left in this world. So why don't we cherish it by being able to build new people in our lives with new shit to do and new things to look forward to. If something's worth it in life, a person will take a plane every month to go visit a person. The women now that come to this mindset, they almost don't believe it's too good to be true. Well, why should you question it? I'm giving it away. My older videos are even more potent because they're still there. Well, at least half of them. The other half is in a membership. Whether you're paying $5 a month to $50 a month to $10 to $12, whatever. But you're getting it. It's here. It's open. YouTube allows me to do education. So you got to take this information and run with it and enjoy what you're about to receive. Now, when you meet me, that's going to be a whole different vibe. Because now you're going to look at me different now because you know what? I met the nigga. I was around him. I sat in that seat next to that studio. I was in his studio. I know where his bathroom is. I know where his shower is. You're going to learn class. You're going to learn respect. You're going to learn to be on your own time. But not everybody's like that. My job is just to keep you aware of the situation. The rest is up to you. A nigga flying you out should never be an option. Tell him, don't let nobody flies me out. He may say, may I ask why? I say, I can fly my own self out, baby. And he gonna say, you know what, I respect that. How about when a nigga buy you a drink? Would you leave? But baby, I don't let niggas buy me drinks. I buy niggas drinks. It's nothing. A man respects a woman that knows the game. Not because she had brothers, not because her father did some dirt behind her mother, because she's schooled, she's educated. She knows what it is. You don't tell a man that you're going to see, I hope you don't think you get no pussy. Don't tell him that. You tell him that when he tries it. Oh, can I use your bathroom? I know we just got from a date. Can I take a piss real quick? No, you ain't using it. You better go on the side of the house and pee over there. My dog shit on the side of the house. Matter of fact, I got to clean it up later. Go piss over there. If you got to shit, go shit too. He'll respect you more because he knows he's not getting in that fucking house. So the number one thing today is to learn this game. The most extreme, highest level of your game is to know this game without taking it personal. And understand the black male mindset. Now, a lot of it, or most of it is fucking delusional, right? Most of it is delusional, most of it. But you as an individual have to take heed to saying, well, what is it that I need to know what's delusional? A lot of y'all see these things. I don't understand why a black man is into white woman and Latin woman and they can't comb his hair the way it is and they can't love him like this and love him like that and this, that, and the third. But then you listen to that white gay man tell you why he likes fucking brothers. You see what I mean? You're not concerned about that because that's not your set. You don't care about all that. You need to know what is it that black men are into non-black women, and should you be concerned about it? Yeah, you have to be aware of it and never challenge that because you can't challenge it. You can't compete with a white woman. You're black. You can't compete with a Latin woman. You're black. You can't compete with an Asian woman. You're black. You can't compete with a Middle Eastern Indian woman. Now, this doesn't mean you can't compete with them because you're worth less. You can't compete with them because you are a black woman. They compete with each other. When a black man tells you, and he shows you constantly, every time he achieves a goal in life called being successful, whether he's a billionaire, whether he's Usher the singer, right? Whether he's Eddie Murphy, whether he's Michael Jordan, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Some of you may want to look like a white broad or a Latin girl. You may want to dye your hair a certain color. You may want to watch what she does in the bedroom a lot differently. You can't do that. She is who she is. If I walk into the room right now and my wife is in bed with another woman, I can't compete with that. But if she was with another man, I could compete. You can't compete with a woman. I'm a man. So you looking at the black man's mindset, black man has something called a desire, a dream. He's into a lot of shit that he likes. Doesn't mean it's bad. No, it's probably sad, but there's nothing wrong with it. As he climbs the ladder of success, he likes his woman to be lighter. He likes her hair to be fine. He likes his kids to be lighter with golden hair and hazel eyes and blue eyes. See, when he came up, he didn't think he was cute because he had guys like me telling him, no, you little ugly motherfucker. You're ugly. And that destroys him. Michael Jordan, you look at Michael Jordan now. Do you know what Michael Jordan went through in fucking goddamn kindergarten? Black and bald. Do you understand what he went through? Yeah, he was bald before he had hair, and he was bald after. So they They grow up with a mode of they can't see the beauty in themselves at all. They're traumatized by that. Even when they told him he was cute, the ugly had mattered. So he takes that mindset as he gets older, and he wants something total opposite than him. If he's out of shape, he want a girl in shape. If his hair is nappy, he want a girl with fine hair. If he's dark, he wants her to be light-skinned. If his mother's black, he wants her to be white. Now, you may say he's all fucked up. That's his mindset. That's normal in my community. They all think like that. Now, does this mean all men are men? Well, obviously, we know that already, 90-10. We only got 10% of real men. So the 10% of men that you may know that you like, well, there's some men that I know that, they did this, they did that, and they married a sister. Right. But the black male mindset is sisters ain't shit. She got an attitude problem. She's lazy. She's fat. Nobody wants her. That's his mindset. Your mindset is you want a black king. You can never see yourself with Piggly Wiggly or no pink dick white boy. And you're not attracted to nobody else but black men. See the difference? Two different fucking worlds. You're not even in the same hemisphere. So the problem is he's not telling you everything that he desires, he don't even get. He tells you he wants a younger woman. He doesn't get younger women. He can't get younger women, don't fuck with old men. In America, that's gross. When you come here, any of y'all, we're going to take a walk through one of my favorite malls. We're going to walk in there with all these fine fucking Latin women. You're not going to see no black man in there. And it's in Newark. And Newark is nothing but niggas. They don't check for them. At all. All that shit you hearing behind the desk on YouTube are lies. Now again, that's his desires. He's a dreamer. Black men are dreamers. In his mindset, he's a drug kingpin. But there's no black man part of the cartel. They don't even want him part of it because they know how messy he is. So you can't believe that. Latins don't fuck with niggas. They don't. They just don't. Okay? Ray said, and if you see one Latina, he got bread. Right. If you see a nigga that got a Latin chick, either A, she grew up in the hood and she fucks with niggas. That's different. Or he got money. That's why they got to go across the seas. So the black man's standards are known, but his mindset is nothing but a dream. Don't listen to him. He's a sick fuck. He won't go into that fucking Mexican, he won't be successful. He can't even go into our cartel. What happened to them southern niggas, them black niggas that went into the cartel? They killed them all. A Mexican could go in any fucking city in the world. They took over Los Angeles. They run that shit. You think South Central black niggas? Mexicans run South Central LA. Them niggas is dangerous. They ain't no fucking joke. But you think you see blood and Crips and you think they run it. They don't run it because the black man's mindset, he doesn't think like a Latin man. They don't have the infrastructure like that. He can't build a neighborhood. Okay, Mexicans got El Chapo, we got Big Meech. Okay, Big Meech is worth at the highest, what, for about 40 million? El Chapo's organization, El Chapo's worth about 200 billion, and he's still locked up. His organization is still going. Big Meech's organization is closed, it's done. So you keep taking in the mindset, the black man does not run nothing. He doesn't run the jails. Now, the one thing I will give what black men do run, Black Gay Atlanta. They got that on Smash. They do run that. Black gay men are very powerful. Very powerful. Okay? There's not a black gangster that runs fucking Atlanta. The gays run that shit. That's why Tyler Perry's a billionaire. Young Thug and them niggas ain't no billionaires. Tyler Perry's a billionaire. And he's a smart billionaire. He ain't dumb like Diddy. Diddy's a stupid nigga. So the mindset here in this class, you gotta learn how black men think. And also learn that just because he thinks the way he thinks don't mean he's gonna get it. Your son could say he wants to be a big-time basketball player. He wants to be a rapper when he graduates high school. He wants to be a streamer like Kai Cenat. He's not going to be either one of those things, and you know it. Well, they say you should reach for your dreams. No, that's a dream. That's a dream. You reach what you put on this world to do. Every kid wants to be every kid wants to be all the things that I talk about when he graduates. Just tell them to go get an education. If not, go get a trade. Go get a city fucking job. That's more realistic. They put these forces in front of you so the black man can desensitize his way of thinking. They know that society knows that black males are stupid. They know he's strong. They know he has the ability to be bigger, but his mindset slows him down. He hates his own woman. He hates his community. He can't build shit. He can't create nothing. So the more and more you pick up this mode of masculinity, as a black woman, you have to literally look at a masculine man to be a thug. That's the most masculine man you're going to get in your community. You see a thug, I see a gay nigga. Because when I see thugs, I see homos. You see a thug, you think, oh, that nigga's rough and tough. I see gay. Because I know gay niggas and I know the niggas they fuck. And it's always a thug. All the time. They fuck thugs too, more than you. Gay men get more action than black women. Gay black men get more action than black women. That's why they're so brilliant. That's why they're so vibrant. They're always fucking. If black women was having as much sex as black gay men, they would be vibrant. But there's no vibration in the community because you listen to him. Don't listen to that motherfucker. Most of them are stupid, but there's some motherfuckers that just live in their own dreams. The older he gets, he starts reaching pedophilia. He wants a kid. He wants to fuck a little girl half his age. So you as a woman look in the mirror saying, wow, I'm too old. The black man don't want us because they all saying that on the internet. Don't listen to that. That's not their reality. Young women are grossed out by old black men, especially old black men. That's disgusting. If an old black man even says hello to a young girl, she'll fucking turn her head. She's scared of him. But you listen to that gray potbelly motherfucker. Don't listen to him. Well, what about the black male porn stars? They don't have time to talk about down in women. They're fucking. Men that get pussy got no time to drag a woman. Men that fuck young women got no time. He's not going to put woman onto that. No man onto that. Black man is, if a black man has a spool of a young woman that he's screwing, he's not going to get on the internet and talk about that. He's just not going to do that. Okay, but a nigga that feels he wants to do that and he desires that, he's going to talk about it. Y'all don't know your language. I'll slip one in there. If you're a black man and you walk into Elizabeth Gardens, Jersey Gardens in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and you say hola to a Latin woman, she's going to ignore you. If you go to a Jewish man and say, Hasidic Jew, and say, hey, how you doing, buddy? He's going to ignore you. If you're walking in Brooklyn, in Williamsburg, on the other side of Marcy Projects where Jay-Z lived, and you say hello to one of them Jewish man and woman, hey, how you doing? Have a nice day. They're going to ignore you. They don't talk. But he's the same one telling you on the internet, well, we need to be like the Jews and keep the money in the family. He doesn't know a Jew other than Vlad from Vlad TV. And Vlad from Vlad TV is not even Hasidic. Because if he was Hasidic, he wouldn't be doing what he's doing. He's not supposed to be talking to none of the motherfuckers in their religion. Okay, Vlad TV is the type of nigga that's probably driving Benzes. They not, real Hasidics don't drive German cars. Most of these people don't know a Jew to know what Jews do. I know Jews. I know my customers. I know what time you're supposed to walk in their house through the day of the week. Nobody wants an old black man except an older woman. That's it. No young woman wants that. That's why he's mad. That's why he's dragging it. And you listen to him. So Nate, what's the difference? We want to know as black women, fuck all that. What's the difference with they pussy and ours? There is no difference. She's just white. It ain't no difference. When a dog shits in the house and she cleans the shit off the floor, she throws the shit in the garbage in the kitchen and goes and makes him a fucking sandwich and doesn't wash her hand. That's the difference. There's no difference. That's his choice. It's his illusion. Nobody respects him. They know he's a crazy fuck. He has to be managed. Mike Tyson is a foo-foo. He's retarded. If you watch every Mike Tyson fight he had in the past, he was managed. 24 hours, 7 days a week. Because if he wasn't managed, he would jump off the cliff. These entertainers have managements. They have publicists. Black women, you need a publicist. And you need to look at me as a publicist in your life. And some of the black men can look at that as me too, if you listening. Entertainers, when they walk out, they got their manager and publicist and assistant every fucking way. And the bodyguard. You just see the bodyguard. The publicist is going to tell them who not to talk to. You can't just go up to a damn major celebrity and say, can I interview so-and-so? The publicist is going to say, hold on, let me check your credentials. Who are you? How many followers you got on Instagram or YouTube? No, thank you. You black women are just going out into the air because you don't have a publicist in your life. So you go on the internet and you listen to that fucking shithole. And he's a dumb fuck. Because all he's telling, he's a troll. All he's telling you is what he likes. That's all he's telling you. He's telling you what he likes, and that's fine. He's saying that but a younger woman could do this. No, he can't get the younger woman. He could barely handle an older woman. How the fuck he gonna go over there with his bad back and limp dick with a young bitch? What he told you, he be blowing her back out? No, he does not. He's lying. If he blew his back out, how come all these middle-aged women are walking around neglected with neglected pussy and they millionaires? Because he's burned out. He can't fuck no grown-ass woman. The only thing a black man needs to take any advice from is black male middle-aged porn stars. That's it. That's all he should be following on social media. Watch what they eat. Watch why goat milk is good for the body. Why watermelon is good. Why having sex 4 or 5 days a week is incredible. Male porn stars get sex. A 1 week without no pussy is detrimental to them. That's like a bodybuilder that doesn't go to the gym for a week. Ask a bodybuilder, am I lying? They're going to say, oh, it feels terrible. I feel like a loser. That's how it is of the man that's getting pussy. Man, most black men don't get it like that. So the black woman, you listening to all this bullshit. Oh, the white woman is marrying him? Yeah, because he's successful. That's the only reason why the family didn't disown her, because they know he's rich, okay? Their family is the publicist. They checked his credentials out. This nigga got $3 million in the bank. Marry him. This man just got a $50 million advance. Marry him. He's not taking your man. They're using him. Why do you think their marriages don't last long? Who do you think is trying to keep up with who in the bed? Michael Jordan's trying to keep up with his wife, or she trying to keep up with him? You can't satisfy no white bitch. That's impossible. A white man knows that. He knows his woman like to get a train ran on her. He knows. He'll sit there and watch. He'll pay the 8 black men to fuck his wife and videotape it. But a black man won't do that. He won't do it. That's his mindset. He would not. I don't care. She could be the biggest hoe. She got the biggest demand. He will beat her up before he does that. He will not do it. He's not built like that. He wants to change his whore into a housewife. Now, him not wanting you doesn't mean you're worth shit. You wanting him means you're worth shit, because you're the only one that wants him. Nobody, no other race wants a black man except a black woman, unless he's rich and famous. If Usher was a non-celebrity and he approached a woman in the mall, they're not going to fucking give him no burn. But if they know that that's Usher Raymond, everybody's going to go crazy. It's a difference. Other races of women don't pick the ugliest nigga for masculinity. You do. Other races don't pick up the biggest criminal. You do. The male mindset is not to marry his own woman. The male mindset is to marry a non-black woman, because he knows society knows he's a piece of shit. That's his validation. You can't take that personal. That's his problem. You go to an adoption agency right now. You put a 12-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy, and they both black. They're gonna take, the white people gonna take the fucking girl. They don't want him. Excuse me. The black family ain't gonna want the nigga. A white family will take the boy. They'll take the chance. You know, you see all them entertainers, they go to Africa, they rack up on them fucking African kids. Not here. Okay? You see the brat, she didn't want nothing to do with a nigga. She had a sperm from a white man. They don't want him. So in the United States of America, the only people that really want a black man as is you. Nobody wants him like that. You, black woman. You bring him into the communities, you fuck it up. Single black woman moves in the building, great. You get a boyfriend, it all goes on downhill from there, because he's going to ruin you. So you can't take that personal. When you see a black man, when a black man sees me with a white woman, he knows the deal. When you see him, he thinks you're going to have a problem with it. I know why he's with her. And I know why she's with him. And I know that if she turns his back, she's going to look me dead in my face. She may even let me stick my tongue in her mouth, because they all hoes. You got to be a non-black woman. You got to be a hoe to be with a black man. You got to be, because that's all he likes. A black man doesn't grow up and want a lady for a wife. He wants a hoe for a wife. He wants to make a hoe into a housewife. This is genetic. It comes from his father. His father was fucked up. It's in the bloodline. So the black man wants to mix the bloodline up with a non-black woman just to desensitize the venom of the toxic energy. That's why he does that. You tell a black man he's ugly, he'll drag you as a black woman. Oh yeah, he'll fucking destroy you. He won't destroy me. He believes it. I did this for 40 fucking years. I demolished niggas from kindergarten class to college. They don't never forget that. Because they can't come back with they can't come back with nothing. For you, they could. Because they know you're vulnerable. Yeah, you black nappy-headed bitch, that's why nobody want you. Nobody want him. If I go to a black brother, master man, why did your mother have you? She should have just kept your sisters and aborted you. Oh, that's fucked up, man, because he believes that. And I'm not smiling. In China, they don't want no sons. I mean, they don't want daughters in China. Because they know the daughters are a headache. They gonna get pregnant, niggas wanna fuck them, all that. You know, the boy is a lot more easy. He's more desperate. He gotta go out there and get pussy. But that daughter, everything comes to her. You understand? It's a headache. Here in America, non-black people they love black culture. They love your hair, they love your dance, they love your body styles, they love the way the black man's built, they love how the black woman's built. All that shit is a go. They love our hair, they love our texture, they love shit that we don't love about each other. They don't like light-skinned people. They like dark skin, they like that dark skin. Oh my God, he's so beautiful. But in our community, that dark-skinned man doesn't love his skin complexion unless a light-skinned woman tells him it's beautiful. So the black male mindset is a fucking fraud. That's why I say black male. Now the man mindset, that's entirely different. The black male mindset is a transgenerational curse. That's slavery. You can't listen to him. It's not that he's delusional. It's not that he's ignorant. He just doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. The black male mindset, he will pull a gun on his parents that raised him. But that gang leader, he'll suck his dick. Matter of fact, he'll let him fuck him up the ass. But he'll turn the gun on his own father. That's just the black male mindset. He just doesn't know any better. You give a black man $1 million fucking dollars and watch what he does. He's gonna go buy a car. And then you tell him they invested in real estate. He don't even know what real estate is. Real estate to him is a house. He doesn't even know what the word estate means. That's why they call it real estate. Service. Yeah, how you doing? Yes. Okay, do me a favor. Do me a favor. I'm in the middle of something now. Take pictures of the items, right? Send pictures of the items and send it to me now and text it, and I'll call you back shortly. Okay, no problem. All right. Thank you. All right. So, you're not listening to the black male mindset, the black man mindset. You're listening to the black male mindset. That's why you're not inspired, you're influenced. So that's why your vibration is so low as a black woman. You gotta look at the nigga that married a white woman and laugh in his fucking face the way I do. You gotta look at the man that marries the African black woman and he's American and laugh in his face like I do. You got to learn how to look at that and understand that. Because what you're looking at, you're fucking up. You're being influenced. Because if you were being inspired, it wouldn't bother you. It's bothering you because you're influenced. It's like you smoking crack, right? You're going to have a good batch, you're going to have a bad batch. You keep going back, and you keep going back, and now you're addicted because now you're a fucking junkie. So now you're going to get other drugs. Some of y'all go to different platforms, different fucking influencers, and you listen to all these different men. And then y'all say, Nick, did you ever hear these guys? I said, I don't listen to none of them motherfuckers. I don't do drugs. You're under the influence. The black male mindset is a drug. Okay, so let me see. I think we got one piece of shit here. Hold on, let me see. Black men go and be with the white skunk. We black and beautiful, and women don't give a fuck. You do. You care. Because why you got to say all that, boo? You know what I mean? You care. You care. See, ladies, never say that. Never say that. You care. You care because, number one, I don't know who you are, and you sound bitter, and you're probably ugly. And we don't want ugly people here, all right? And we don't, not because you got an ugly face, but you could be unattractive with a fucked up mindset, and now you're ugly. Now you're just an ugly bitch. You're worthless. I don't like junkies. Junkie women are ugly. They teeth be missing. You ever see that junkie prostitute? They look fucked up. I don't do drugs. So you are angry because of your comment. Your comment says, black men go and be with the white skunk. I mean, come on, relax. Why she gotta be a skunk? Because she not with you, you ugly bitch? That's the fucking problem. Don't block her. The rebuttal is going to be nothing but bitterness. She's not going to say, because if she was a fly bitch, you would have never said that. Yeah, you probably don't realize you on drugs. You probably don't realize you under the influence. You probably don't realize it, but you are. Yeah, see your mother. See, that's what happens. That's what happens when you're ugly bitch. See what she said? Your mother. That's what happens. Now, I'm glad that was so. Now, see, that's the type of person. You're the type of person that needs to consider ending it all. Because nobody wants you. You can't even, that black shithole don't even want you. So who's gonna want you? No one. So what's the point of living? Seriously. What's the point? No, nobody wants you. Nobody's gonna pay it. Nobody fucking wants you. Not even that black fucking piece of garbage. The white man, get the fuck out of here, you ugly bitch. White men, that's another myth. White men don't want ugly black bitches. Stop that. Okay? Nobody wants you, you fucking ugly bitch. Okay, you fucking ugly bitch. I know you're ugly. Okay? Okay, you're an ugly bitch. Nobody fucking wants you. This topic's not for you. This is not for ugly people. That's fucked up. It's the truth. Don't fucking come here. You're ugly. You shouldn't even have clicked on to the fucking video. The men are doing real good in this conversation today. I'm surprised. You know, but you got to think about it, you bitch. You got to get in front of that train and let the train do the fucking job. Don't come here. Get the fuck out of here. Goodbye. Bye, ugly. Hold on. Shout out to Naeem Buck, the guy. Oh, white girls treat you better. They don't even cook. How the fuck does a white woman treat you better, nigga? They don't even cook. All they know how to do is suck their pets' balls and dicks. They don't cook. They don't clean. They smell like dogs. Why you're concerned about a lie. Real black men don't marry white women. They fuck them. That's it. You want to see some real niggas, turn an interracial porn on, okay? You see them 10 black niggas fucking that one white bitch, those are all real niggas. They wouldn't wife that. You don't. Excuse me, it's gonna get my cold out. Black woman. You're under the influence. You don't look at a white woman and think that she has something better than what you have. He's gonna see. Alfonso Ribeiro from the fucking Fresh Prince, he couldn't handle a white girl. He's gonna marry a whore. The white man, he knows he can't feed her sexual appetite. The black woman's appetite is not even like a fucking white woman. He has to get a black man down the line to fuck his wife. That's the true reality. And if he doesn't get her, he's gonna let her go cheat. 50-year-old MILF, 60-year-old black woman, 60-year-old white woman, completely different. That black woman, yeah, she's probably want to get fucked more, but she'll stay with that shithole and deal with it. A white woman will not do that. She's gonna get some cock, some big black cock. It ain't gonna be, you can't get big black cock from a white man. A real nigga's never gonna marry no white bitch. So you should automatically know once he got a non-black woman, he's a fucking clown. You know the nigga's a mark. Thank you for that super chat, baby. Or what about Precious or whatever? Precious is not ugly. She's just fat. Some white guys she married a guy that was into that, but they don't do that. White men do not marry no ugly black bitch. And I see one with the Latina he got, that was from before. Yeah, divestors are ugly. Never join that community. Them bitches are busted. All of them bitches are ugly. All of them. Monsters. White men, the only time white men are in the black women that don't want to be with them. Period. Yeah, went off for a minute, right? Yeah, that's the shitty stream. Don't believe sisters with that shit. Believe me. The only time white men check for black women is for black women that don't check them. It's the same thing for younger women. Yes, the younger woman that's in the older man is because he's in the older woman. In order for an older man to be appealing to young women, it's because he has to be into older women. He can't just date them and do it like maybe this will work. He has to be into older women. That's it. So don't believe this shit's a myth. It's a lie. No, they didn't block it. No. This is the software. The software of this company's garbage. I'm about to really let these niggas have it. Yeah, don't believe that. Don't believe that. Yeah, so stop believing them. Just stop preparing it. You know what I mean? If you want to know the indication, you could tell a lot about a black man by the type of woman he would marry at the top. Y'all save Diddy, don't save that nigga. Okay? He likes hoes. Real niggas don't marry no fucking hoe. A real nigga won't make a hoe his wife. I mean, his girlfriend. I'm telling you, never ever do that. Never believe him. Don't talk to him. White men that date, first of all, white men that date black, nobody fucks with ugly black bitches at all, except that low vibrational black man. So he's the only choice. That's why they're angry. White man is not an option. Don't believe them. That's a lie. That's a big time lie. When you see a black man out there, a white man with a black woman, in most cases, the black woman may have her ugly duckling disease because she's over there because the black man wasn't shit. But for them niggas to jump over there, they jump into a black woman, they in the black woman. It is what it is. So if she's out South African, then yeah, she definitely got paper. Puerto Rican, I could go either way. Yeah, the software's buffing, right? This shit is garbage. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely just start using StreamYard. This shit is trash. Yeah, so don't believe him. It's a black male mindset. You know, white women are better than sisters. Don't entertain that. That's just his mindset. You know, you can't change that. Don't pay that shit no mind. Ignore it. Don't get into if the sex is better than what they do. Yeah, they white liver. His black male mindset, he will see. Diddy went to jail. How did he got jammed up? From Cassie, from a Spanish bitch. That's how he got in the position he's in. Diddy is in the position he's in over a Spanish bitch. And y'all black women are rooting for this nigga. Why do men fetishize women? It's not a fetish. That's not a fetish. It's a mindset. It's not a fetish. A fetish is niggas getting, you know, their asses licked, niggas that fuck transsexuals, foot fetish. You know what I mean? That you can't. It's not a fetish to want a white woman. It's not a fetish to want a non-black woman. That's not a fetish. That's a choice. Don't give him the privilege of fetish. You know what I mean? A fetish is, you know what I mean? A nigga like you to put his balls in some fucking ice. That's a fetish. You know, it's a mindset. Is it a sick mindset? You know what I mean? It ain't right. You're not gonna call a man that's into a young girl's a fetish. That's a pedophile. That's a choice. So you judge a man by his choice of his character. If you hear a man talk about, man, I don't date nothing but a non-black woman, you know, don't entertain a nigga like that. I don't fuck with niggas that even talk like that. That's a nigga that been hurt. And he don't get none of it. I got one dude in my gym right now. All he talk about, he don't fuck with sisters no more. I haven't seen that nigga with a white bitch in the gym yet. And he's short. Nobody wants him. He's a retired cop. Nobody wants him. Who wants him, he don't want. This nigga been retired for 6, 7 years. I haven't seen him with nothing yet. And they be like, well, why should you see him? You would see him. When a nigga's getting it, you gonna see it. It's gonna show. One thing about black men that get it, we gonna let you know we get it. You could tell from his whole swag. You could tell. When a nigga gets it, his swag is different. You think Nas got time to be responding to motherfucking Jim Jones? Like, you know what's happening behind the closed doors with these niggas? I mean, Nas was fucking LMA. I mean, come on. You got to think about the status of people that's rolling. Like, you don't have time for no bullshit. Like, so when you entertain these niggas, you ain't official. You can't show me a video or a clip of somebody, because I'm going to say that's the black male mindset. That's what I said. Is that right? Laundering their ugliness. I saw a video of a black man saying he used to not date black women because he thought he was ugly and he didn't want to be reproduced himself. Right. Mano, that's not New York. Throw a myth at me. Throw something at me and I'll tell you if it's a myth. Mano's not, that's not us. Mano's a dick rider. Mano's a nigga from Brooklyn that dick rides niggas. And he even from a dangerous block, nigga. Just because you hear Bed-Stuy do or die, Bed-Stuy ain't dangerous. Where Biggie Smalls grew up, it ain't dangerous. Jay-Z and them niggas ain't grow up in no dangerous neighborhoods. Marcy Projects was probably dangerous because they're projects, but it wasn't like growing up in you know what I mean? It ain't like Uncle Murdo that grew up in East New York. That's different. Mano is just an image. He's nobody. That's not New York. Do you all consider people from Mount Vernon New Yorkers? Of course. Of course they New Yorkers. Mount Vernon are fucking right. They live right next to the Bronx. You can't get no more. If you live right next to the Bronx where you could walk, you're across the street and the Bronx is across the street 200 feet, 50 feet, you're a New Yorker. Bed-Stuy is not dangerous. Ain't no block. There's not a block on Bed-Stuy that's dangerous. It just sounds dangerous. It ain't dangerous. I'll show you some dangerous parts of Brooklyn. Bed-Stuy is not one of them. That's why it's so gentrified. You may have a couple of blocks that got a little bullshit going on there because there's projects, but nah. Don't believe that. It's fake. I was just in Bed-Stuy yesterday all fucking day. Ain't nothing dangerous out in that bitch. What is the white part of New York, Nathaniel? Most of it. Gentrify means to make it white. You can't gentrify a neighborhood. Only way you can gentrify it when you black is if it's gay niggas. Gun Hill Road. Nah, Gun Hill Road ain't dangerous. It just sounds dangerous because it says Gun Hill Road. And you got the South Bronx. That's fucking dangerous. Okay. What is the most dangerous borough? The Bronx. A lot of shooters in the Bronx, man. The Bronx and Brooklyn is the two dangerous boroughs. They're the top. Because they got a lot of shooters out there. The more shooters, the more it's dangerous. The Hamptons ain't dangerous. Ain't nothing. She was bullshit out of the valley. Washington Heights, dangerous? Depends. A lot of them Dominican niggas get it in up there. It depends. Most of it, no, it's not. But there's a lot of crossfire, a lot of bullets out there, a lot of bullets. Danger means that either a lot of the niggas that shoot, a lot of shootouts, a lot of gang activity, or there's a lot of robberies. Brooklyn's known to rob. Yes, you'll get robbed in Brooklyn. Niggas will stick you up out there. Niggas in the Bronx will just fucking murder you. You come out of a bitch's house in Brooklyn and you fucking with them Dominican bitches, the niggas will murder you. They will kill you. They will wait outside and make sure, and by the time you get to your car, they'll put a bullet in your head. Them niggas are crazy. Brooklyn is just gonna rob you. Because niggas in Brooklyn is hate. They just be hating on niggas. Brooklyn niggas rob. When you say it's dangerous a place, where do you stay out of the way and mind your business, you good? Well, you're going to mind your business anyway, but you just got to know the element. You got to know where you at. You know what I'm saying? Brownsville, Brooklyn is dangerous. Every week somebody getting shot there. You live in an area where there's a shootout and everybody keeps getting hit, that's dangerous. That's a dangerous neighborhood. Dangerous is when niggas getting shot a lot. Chicago's dangerous. Southside Chicago's fucking dangerous. Not niggas shooting in the air. When niggas is getting hit, that's when your neighborhood is dangerous. A man got shot, whether he died or not, that's a dangerous block. Are there places you would absolutely never go in New York? Right now, with my daughter and my wife, the Bronx. I'd probably stay out of there because I love the Bronx. Certain parts of the Bronx you don't fuck with. Certain parts of the Bronx is beautiful. There's certain parts of the Bronx that you would never think you was in the Bronx. Anywhere you see 4 police riding in a car, that's a dangerous neighborhood in New York. And them niggas ride 4 deep in the cars in fucking the Bronx. Do you think the Bronx will ever be gentrified? Not as long as there's city housing there, no. You can't gentrify anything that got city housing because you can't get rid of city housing. City housing is like trying to get rid of a government park. You can't get rid of it. You can't tear down a project. Anybody tell you, oh, they tore down the projects? No such thing. You cannot tear down city housing and you can't tear down government housing. Isn't Yankee Stadium the Bronx? Yeah, it's the South Bronx. Yankee Stadium is in the South fucking Bronx, but Yankee Stadium is safe. It's when you go on the outskirts. Wendy Williams from New York City too? No, she from Jersey. Where's Bullis Gotti from? Bullis Gotti's from Brooklyn. But Bullis Gotti, he don't go outside though. And he live in a fucked up neighborhood too. I ain't gonna say where, but he live in a fucked up neighborhood, but he don't go outside. Bullis Gotti can't go outside, they'll kill him. If you ever see Bullis Gotti outside, he doing live streams, he looking around. He always looking around. And I have a question, can black women trust Spanish men in general? That's a good question. That's a great question, hold on. That's a great question. That's a great question, hold on 1 second. Let me just make this one phone call. You at David's house?
No, I'm on the porch.
All right, knock on the window and tell Jimmy to let you in. I'll be over there soon. Just tell him to let you in.
I'll stay on the porch. Jimmy's here?
Yeah, he's in the house.
Oh, all right.
So stay there. I'll be there 40 minutes.
All right, I'll stay on the porch.
All right.
All right.
You know, this is the problem with Spanish men. Puerto Rican men are probably the best grade of Latin men for a black woman. I'm going to tell you why. Puerto Rican men are known generally with their own woman, very abusive, or Latin men to be very abusive, right? However, when Puerto Rican men are dealing with sisters, they don't have that same disrespect they have for their own woman. So when you got to remember, when non-black people deal with black women, they treat you like royalty. So when a white woman comes over here, when he could have just been with a white woman, he looks at the black woman as royalty, right? Latin women are the shit, right? So if he's gonna be the fuck over here, there's a mode of royalty that he's over there for. It's a big deal when a Latin man comes out of his community and he could have the same junk in the trunk woman and he's going for a sister. That's a big deal. So to answer your question, trust him as far as you can see. In other words, if he's genuinely into a sister, he'll build her. And if he's not, he's going to tear her down. See, men are very simple. When you know a man's official, he adds on to you. That's it. If you come here and you don't feel I added on to you, then you should leave. But if I add on to you, then stay, because it's going to keep getting better. Every year, I could keep building. So that's a great question. Very good question. Is growing up in New York City like LA, where you are forced into crime based on the neighborhood? Based on the neighborhood, yes. Yes. In every borough. Because Queens ain't no slouch either. Whether it's Queensbridge, whether it's fucking Astoria, Queens, South Jamaica, Queens, it's gotten better. But we talking the golden era, them neighborhoods was dangerous. A lot of them neighborhoods now, a lot of niggas is locked up and dead now, so it's different. But yes. Jay Reese said, have you ever heard of underground rapper in New York City named Hannibal Stacks? Yes, I did. I don't really follow underground hip hop, but I know him. They must like black culture because you can still be Hispanic. You got to remember, if a Latin man deals with a black woman, in most cases, she's going to be dark-skinned. That's just their thing. Dark-skinned women are in high demand, low demand for that black male. Dark-skinned women, lowest demand for a black male. Outside of the black male, black man, Latin man, white man, highest demand. Her shit goes up. It's just different. If you look at Mano as a representation as a New Yorker, Mano's a goofball. He's a dick rider, right? Mano is a groupie. Little Kim is more thorough than that nigga. She put him on. Mano's a groupie. We don't fuck with that nigga. That's not New York. That nigga's a clown. There's a drug dealer that died, and that nigga Mano's trying to take his image. That's how wack he is. This nigga trying to look like Alpo. This nigga trying to ride around the city trying to look like fucking Alpo, the drug lord. That nigga's a clown, man. If I seen Mano in person, I wouldn't say a fucking word to him. I don't like him. My cousin, God bless the dead, he told me, any party you go to when you see Mano, stay away from it because he had money on his head back then. And he just got out of jail and told me that. And that was back like 10 years ago. That nigga's a bird, man. Corny ass Bed-Stuy nigga. The real trenches of Brooklyn is like areas that nobody think about, like Coney Island. There's a lot of crazy niggas in Coney Island, even though they don't consider that Brooklyn, but it is. A lot of crazy niggas in East New York. A lot of crazy niggas in Brownsville. That's why they call it the East. Especially back in the day, it was worse. Now you got all the Crip niggas running around there looking crazy, but you know, they be sucking all these LA niggas' dick. An LA nigga come to New York, they all drop on their knees and suck his dick. Old school New York wasn't like that. You say, I hear you, but I think skin tone, but you think skin tone should really matter than much it comes to love. Just curious how you see it. I mean, again, my mindset, Victory, as a man, I don't have a skin thing. It doesn't make me a difference. I just like a fine bitch that turns me on. It never really mattered. But I know a low vibrational man is a big deal for a male. See, we talk about black male versus black man. You know, I wouldn't even waste my time to talk to a black male about a black bitch I know. I wouldn't even waste my time and tell him. It's a waste of time. Because that's his mindset. You know, trying to change somebody's mindset, which black women got to understand, you can't change nobody's mindset. If you got a kid and your kid says they want to date a man, that's their mindset. That's it. Mindset. That's it. Does that mean the buck stops here? You can't change that. Now, again, just because men are into a certain light-skinned woman doesn't mean he gets that either. Especially if he's just a black male. He's only telling you what he likes, not what he attracts. You understand? Black people come in too many shapes and sizes to not like black folks. You know what I mean? That shit is crazy. She said Coco Jones. I wouldn't even talk about a celebrity. The baddest dark-skinned woman I know is in Brooklyn. Brooklyn got the baddest dark-skinned woman in the 5 boroughs. I like Bernice Burgos type, a Spanish woman. That's a regular New Yorker. Bernice is from the Bronx. They all look like that. That's what dark-skinned women look like here in New York, Bernice Burgos. Pretty motherfuckers, I'm telling you. Bernice Burgos is nothing here in New York. That's why she's a New Yorker. Look it up, Wikipedia. That's a regular looking woman in New York City. And again, so in other words, we don't have good representations of black women, right? So why? Because they were in Brooklyn working in stores and working in jobs, in correction officers and cops. There's this cop right now in Stapleton in New York, right? Stapleton, Staten Island. This black cop. She just got on. They get on every summer. She's a sister. Every time I see this sister, she work in the hood too. This sister is so beautiful. Watch, I'm gonna pull up on a live stream one day. Y'all see? Watch me. I'm gonna probably go out there this week. And I trust me when I tell you, I could tell she's getting the wrong impression of black men because she works in the hood. So she gonna probably end up marrying a white man because she working around all this fucking dirt. But she doesn't understand. She's working around black males. See? He said, he ain't lying. I'm from Staten Island in Brooklyn. Go crap. I'm telling you. Told you. I'm telling you. Right, Victory? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But everyday women in Brooklyn look like Bernice. They get on a train and a bus. They just not influencers. I'm telling you, Brooklyn goes hard, man. Brooklyn is where it's at. I'm telling you. As far as the chocolate woman, I got this big party I'm going to. My homegirl's got this big party in September. Wait till you see the fucking woman coming to this shit, man. It's the best party. This is going to be the party of the century. Very special event. Matter of fact, I'll tell you the date. What is the date of that shit? If y'all want to come here to New York, if any woman come here to New York, come this day. Come as my guest. Hold on, let me. Where's that e-fight? I just had it yesterday. Oh, here it go. Sabrina's. Okay, hold on. What date is this shit? Hold on. October 18th. Shit's gonna be 92nd 3rd Street. It's gonna be in Brooklyn. Let me tell you something right now. If any woman, you come to this party and see what I'm talking about. Did y'all look? I got a member here. I got a chocolate sister here right now. She's one of my B Mindset class members. Have you seen her in person? The baddest chicks don't even know they're the baddest chicks. I'm telling you. Even if a woman is a Brooklyn chick and she live in Florida, as long as she from Brooklyn, it's a Brooklyn thing. When she reps Brooklyn, I'm telling you, it's different. Just told this dumb fuck I call him back. You sent it? Hello? Hold on one second. Okay. What day is your delivery? So it would have to be done Thursday or Friday. I gotta see Friday. It's hard to say Friday. I'm not sure because I usually do it from Tuesday through Thursday. So shit's tripping. Just don't listen to him. You could hear him for research purposes, but don't listen to him. Nate, that Ashley lady is from Brooklyn or Queens. Ashley is from California. Ashley is a dime piece. I know this personally. She's incredibly bad. Okay, this is the type of woman that's coming into this thing, I'm trying to tell you. And she's considered dark skinned. So don't go by that. You listening to these niggas talk, all that shit is bull. When I told you this bitch is ugly that was leaving the thing, we talking ugly like Whoopi Goldberg on the Color Purple ugly. You know what I mean? We ain't talking about Whoopi Goldberg. We talk about Whoopi Goldberg, The Color Purple ugly. We talk about Esther from motherfucking Sanford and Son, not LaWanda Page. You understand? Once you start hearing a man talk about complexion, listen, don't get it fucked up. Some people got their preferences and they fuck with some bad red bone bitches. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just telling you, a real man is not gonna get into that. Because what happens is a real man is gonna fuck with nothing but bad joints, just bad motherfuckers. So it don't matter if she's fat, heavy set, light skinned, no matter what she is, she's bad. She either gonna be bad or she gonna be a lady. That's what real niggas is gonna do. He gonna fuck with bad joints or she's a lady. You know what I mean? Either way, that's valuable. Lamel said, Brooklyn, I hate them niggas. They got me for my people's way back in the day. I got robbed in Brooklyn before. I got robbed in Brooklyn trying to help a nigga, so I deserve that. And I had my man had the motherfucking hammer on him. I just was trying to talk the situation, and they stuck the gun on me. That's just Brooklyn's known to stick up niggas. That's just what they do. I got robbed one time on Rutland Avenue and 17th Street. Was it Rutland and 17th? I think it was Rutland and 17th. And we was trying to talk to this chick. And she like, oh, she got friends. Oh, my friends is up in Harlem. They uptown. I'm like, okay, let's go get them. So she's like, oh, and then she set us up. That's what Brooklyn's known for. So the nigga pulled up on a bike, pulled out the fucking blicky, and then she walked away. That was it. You know what I'm saying? And then I took my man's jewelry. I had my boy Puerto Rican Jason Cordero. Spanish nigga had mad jewels on his neck, took all his fucking jewels. You know, put the gun at me and robbing him. That was one time. I got robbed twice. I had a gun pulled out on me twice in my life. So, you know what happens. That's just Brooklyn. Brooklyn's known for that. You out there flexing, they're gonna get you. You're in Coney Island, going to the Coney Island, oh, we just on vacation. The boys gonna get you when you go back to your fucking car. The second time, they was robbing my man, and I tried to like be the peaceful nigga, and then they fucking robbed me. Word. So, you know what I'm saying? It happens, you know what I'm saying? And it was Brooklyn, man. I'm not gonna tell you you're not gonna get robbed anywhere. The thing is in New York, it's robberies. Robberies is a big thing here. They stick you up. That's a big thing. I don't care if the community's nice and quiet. Those are the ones you gotta watch. You could be in a dangerous community at night because everybody's outside. You know what I mean? But if you're in a quiet neighborhood, yeah, that's where you gotta watch that. Nigga could be niggas, let me tell you what niggas in New York do. Nigga, you see a car late at night, you ain't thinking, oh, it's a car. Them niggas will park around a corner and the niggas jump out the car and then run around the corner and get you. What if you dress low key, no jewels? No jewels, you can't wear jewels. If you're gonna have jewels, make sure you got the blicky on you, that's all. Let them take the jewels, then you shoot them. That's what you do. You let him take the jewels, then you fucking put a hot one in his ass. That's all. He'll feel it when that heat hitting his ass and he's bleeding. First thing he gonna call his mama. It's the jewelry's here. You don't rob no woman. Women are hard to rob because women, they're very sentimental. They'll be like, oh no, that's my ring, my mother's ring. You rob a guy, you gotta get a dude. You can tell when a nigga gonna rob you. When you in Brooklyn, when I'm working in Brooklyn, you gotta look like them. You go to the store, don't use no motherfucking cash, don't put no cash in your shit. Use a card. I don't give a fuck if it's a goddamn credit card, debit card, EBT, use a card. Niggas ain't robbing you for no card. They want that cash. Every borough's bad for that. Staten Island is bad. Brooklyn is bad. The worst is Brooklyn, then the Bronx, then Queens. Harlem, they'll catch you too. Harlem is dangerous on the robberies. But not dangerous like, yo, they beat me up in a train. Nah. That's all a myth. When you say you gotta look like them, you gotta look like the element. Like, you can't be, if you in Brooklyn and you like, yo, you know, and if you in the sticks in Brooklyn, like you in East New York, Linden Boulevard over there, you know what I mean? You can't be jumping out the motherfucking brand new Mercedes with the radio playing and shit, have your shit running and going to the store. They're gonna get you. They're gonna get you. Can't do it. You can't flex out there like that. Them boys is dangerous. I'm from Houston, but when I visited New York, I fell in love with Long Island. What's the pros and cons of moving out there from the South? Well, there's no pros, there's no cons because we embrace Southern people big time out here. That's number one. Number two, you coming from Houston, you probably like Long Island because it's more, not residential, what am I saying? Suburban. More suburban. Yeah, everything okay? You went out? I got caught out there with these customers. I didn't even get over there yet, but I'll call you back and tell you what happened. Everything is cool though. All right. So, Long Island is this. Just to deal with Long Island. I don't like Long Island because it's too flat, but you coming from Houston, it could kind of be a slight culture shock, but it's very, very suburban. Like, you won't skip a beat. Like, you could move from Houston and move to Long Island and have that same lifestyle because it's very suburban out there. Yeah, he said they hate Long Island. Because you know what it is with Long Island? Long Island is very flat. I hate to see areas where you're on a damn parkway, on a Southern State Parkway forever, and it's like, damn, nigga, we ain't even getting nowhere. You understand? I feel with I don't like flat land. Flat land to me is very, I don't like with Long Island, I don't like the landscape of it. I like upstate New York, like hills and shit like that. That's why I like California with mountains and shit. There's no mountains or hills in Long Island. The beaches are dope though. I'll give them that. Be honest, have you ever met a nice and sweet New York City person? They scare the crap out of me. And New York just talk a lot of shit, don't you know what I mean? New Yorkers know who to do that with. You know, that's like me being out of town. Nigga be like, yo, I'm from New York. I'm like, that don't mean nothing, nigga. I should have get you murdered out here. I would never go to another town talking to nobody. I'm from no fucking New York. I would never do that. That's dangerous. Yeah. New York City is just it's a mindset, that's all. Again, mindset, the same conversation we having. It's a mindset, we just think different. You tell me an entertainer, I'll tell you who's really about their business. Most of these niggas you see on the thing is they frauds. Have you ever been to McDonald's in Jamaica Ave in Parsons? A very long time ago. Very long time. I used to be out there a lot. That's what's fucked up. That's one borough I'm missing because I haven't had a reason to come out there as much. Originally from the Bronx, but live in the burbs. Never had any problems in New York City. Shout out to Ayanna. Right, like I said, other than the robberies is a big thing here. Getting robbed. Now again, you could be living up in the hills in a nice house and now you gotta worry about home invasions. Jersey's known for home invasions. Fuck, that's the only thing about Jersey I don't like. Home invasions is a big thing out there. But here, niggas will stick you up in front of your house. Yeah. Niggas will rob your jewels. You like you got money, you know what I mean? You should never keep your money in your wallet. Never keep your money in your fanny pack. Put that shit in your shoe. Put it in your sock. Never put it in your pocket. And if you do, always leave a couple of dollars for the stick up, man. Fuck it, you know? Here, take that. $10, that's all I got. Take the watch, whatever. Now, you want to go to a jungle? Go to the Wendy's. Go to the Wendy's on Linden Boulevard in Pennsylvania. That's a fucking jungle. See all them fucking prostitutes. You know what? If y'all niggas want to get, you know what I don't understand about dudes? Y'all YouTubers go, nah, I ain't gonna give them that. Matter of fact, fuck it, I'll give it to you. If y'all want content, just go to the Wendy's and Popeyes on Linden Boulevard and Pennsylvania Avenue And just interview all them fucking prostitutes. All them beautiful bitches. Interview them. Pay them a couple dollars and do an interview. You got your hit channel. I just gave it to you. Yeah, don't bring no nice purses out here. These niggas will get you. You buy the fake ones. New York, you could get the fake purses. Get the fake one. Don't get a real one. You don't walk around here with a real Birkin bag. You get the fake one. They're not gonna know the difference. They steal that, then it ain't no big deal. It's fake. Tell me about Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was a East Flatbush nigga. He was affiliated, but like most New Yorkers, they just love California. In California, they will kill you. New Yorkers love Cali, but New Yorkers from Cali don't love New York. Cali don't like the East Coast. Not the Mexicans, the niggas. Is Flatbush dangerous? Depends. Certain blocks in the 90s. But then, a lot of those gangs got shut down. Back in the day when Bobby Shmurda was out, it was a little more different. But they calmed down a lot because a lot of them gangs is out. A lot of them niggas is in jail now. All these neighborhoods that was once bad, they making good now. You know what I'm saying? So East Flatbush is a little more dangerous because you got Canarsie, a lot of gang activity, a lot of gangs. Where the gangs is at is where it's activity. That's where it's dangerous. You see a lot of niggas grouped up together. That's dangerous. But the feds, this is what the feds is doing. The feds is gentrifying too, because they making the streets safer by doing all these secret indictments. Secret indictments, you could clean a street up. Yep. They'll tell you that we got a secret indictment, we got 40 people, but now they got 400 people on the investigation. Everybody cooperates. And then next summer, that fucking block is nice. I'm telling you. That's a big thing in New York right now, the feds are doing. They're doing it all over the world. All over the United States. The feds is doing the secret indictments. They build a case up 5, 6, 7 years. Then they'll call it a takedown for whatever gang is known to be. And once they got them, that means they got the investigation. They're fucked, so all them niggas is going to do like 20, 30 years. Mayor Adams indicted. A lot of people don't know that he did. I don't know. That nigga Mano, man, I can't fuck with that nigga. I can't deal with Mano. We don't have a good representation of a New Yorker. If you watch Love and Hip Hop and you've seen Votto or Mano or Jim Jones, that's all clown shit. Like, that's not New York. None of them niggas is New York. None of them. That's just internet shit. None of them niggas. 50 is a New York mindset. Jay-Z is a New York mindset. Nas is a New York City state of mind. See the difference? Mano's an image. Jim Jones an image. All them niggas is groupies. You know what I mean? Mano's on Jay-Z's dick. And Jim Jones is on everybody else's dick. You know what I mean? Cameron is a New York state of mind. That's a mindset. Mace is a New York state of mind. DMX is a New York state of mind. These are mindset niggas. Trump is a New York state of mind. Trump the president is a New York state of mind. They slick. They know how to get over. And people love him. Joe Buttons is not New York. That's Jersey. That has nothing to do with us at all. Nori on Jink Champs, that's not New York. There's no podcast that's New York. Not one. None of them. None of them. None of them niggas. Ain't no real New Yorkers really doing no big podcast. Mike Tyson's a Brooklyn nigga. No question about that. That's East New York. That's Brownsville. That's a real Brownsville boy. He's a hood nigga. And he's touched too, so he crazy. Math Hoffa, probably, yeah. Math Hoffa's show, I'll probably fuck with them a little bit. Fat Joe's a New Yorker. That's a New York state of mind nigga right there. Jada Kiss, he from Yonkers, which is like being in Mount Vernon, right next to the Bronx. That's a New York state of mind nigga right there. Them niggas is official. Those are street niggas. Oh, Tyson is a heavy New Yorker. Yeah, don't let Tyson fool you. Don't let them little old man New Balance shoes fool you. Look it up. Tyson got a whole bunch of videos on Facebook when he's in his hood, his old hoods. He got the Muslim niggas, bodyguards. Tyson is probably the hardest Brooklyn nigga out, low key. It's Mike Tyson. Davies, typical Dominican looking nigga. He's Dominican. That's what niggas look like in Washington Heights, like Davies. That's what our Dominicans look like. They look like Davies. They fly niggas. Davies niggas, them niggas get all the bitches. They get all of them. Wipe them all out. You're very welcome, Letitia, yeah. Davies is Dominican. He just low keys. He just did an interview and they asked him, he tried to keep it down. Dave East is Dominican, man. A lot of people don't know that. Denzel Washington is from Mount Vernon. He's a New Yorker too. He got a New York state of mind. He was a New Yorker in that movie he won an Oscar for. He's a New Yorker. His whole swag is New York. Don't let Mike Tyson fool you. I'm telling you, that nigga's a ghetto ass Brooklyn nigga. You can't get no more ghetto than Brownsville. That's the worst part of Brooklyn. I was born in East New York, which is next to Brownsville. I was born in Atlantic Towers. Anybody know Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, we say Brooklyn a certain way. You can't take the Brooklyn out of a person. I was raised in Staten Island, but Brooklyn is in my heart, right? So Mike Tyson, my father had a tire shop when I was a baby, and Mike Tyson used to hang out at the tire shop. He was a kid. Do the math. Alicia Keys, DMX was a New York state of mind nigga. That was a New York style, the state of mind nigga. He had a Brooklyn swag though. DMX, he didn't look like a Yonkers nigga. He like a Brooklyn nigga. Not Linden Towers. Linden Towers is further down. Linden, what's the name of that shit? Further down Linden Avenue. That's further down Linden. My towers is literally right off Atlantic Avenue. Hold on. Yo, check it out. Tyson's age, another said black man from Staten Island. Doing big things, pro basketball. We got greatness out here too. Nigga, I'm from Staten Island. Where you think I'm doing this live stream from, nigga? Yo, bro. Where you think I'm doing this live stream right now, bro? Right now. Where you think I'm at? What part of Staten Island you from? Tracy Morgan's a Bronx nigga. He's a Brooklyn fraud. He ain't no real Brooklyn nigga. Tracy from the Bronx. Cardi B's a hood bitch. Cardi B's a real hood bitch. Cardi B more of a hood bitch than Remy. Remy's a shooter though, you know what I'm saying? You can't deny that. Oh my bad. Victory Avenue, there's no such thing as Victory Boulevard, my brother. Where's Victory Avenue? What section of Staten Island are you from? I'm doing this video, I'm doing this stream right now, live from Staten Island right now. I ain't gonna say where, but Victory Avenue, where's that at? I'm gonna call your bluff right now because you just threw a name up and I'm like, all right, well, Staten Island wild too though. Stapleton is fucked up, the harbor. Cardi B, trust me, Cardi B is a hood bitch. That bitch is a hood rat. Ja Rule, that's a real South Jamaica Queens nigga. He was part of the organization. when they first started, the murderers and all that. That nigga Ja Rule ain't no joke. He's a Queens nigga. A lot of Queens. That's why Queens play a big part in hip hop though. A lot of people don't understand that. Cardi's a Bronx bitch. Them bitches are evil up there. Cardi and Remy are Bronx bitches. Okay? They both dangerous. Cardi more dangerous than fucking Remy. Cause she got that Latin blood, so you know black niggas would jump through hula hoops for her. Victory Avenue, bro, where's that at? St. George, near the Staten Island Ferry Terminal. Give me another street over there, cause I never heard of that. I know the St. George Ferry Terminal very well. I know every block over there. Give me another block over there, so I could give you the horn. I'm trying to salute you. Give me another section, cause Victory Avenue, unless it must be a little small block, cause I don't know Victory Avenue. I only know Victory Boulevard. Victory Boulevard is long. Angela Bassett, that's just a stunt mill. Now you right, Victory. We have Victory Boulevard, bro. I told you. Ain't no such thing as Victory Avenue in Staten Island. Sanaa Lathan. Sanaa Lathan's a New Yorker. I don't know too much about her though. Yeah, he made Victory Boulevard. You gotta change your YouTube and put Victory Boulevard views, bro. So if you Victory Boulevard down by the ferry, you right down there where the check cashing place is at, the shelter, the motherfucking the Met food store. J-Lo is not a real Bronx chick, no. Cardi B is a real Bronx chick. J-Lo is not. J-Lo's neighborhood was a good neighborhood. Cardi B is a Bronx bitch. For real. That bitch will get you murdered. She a street bitch. J-Lo wasn't. Are they gentrifying St. George? Yeah, they're trying to. They're working on it. Papa sleep on Ja Rule. Wayans brothers, yeah, they from, believe it or not, they from these little, real small projects on the west side of Manhattan, right down there by the meatpacking district. Those projects are quiet though. They ain't really quiet. But if you come to New York, I could tell you they're right like on 18th, 19th Street or something like that. That's where the Wayans brothers is from. They from them small projects over there. Yeah, Remy's a street bitch though. A lot of niggas don't know that. She just lousy at choosing niggas. She more of a street bitch than fucking Papoose. Papoose ain't no real Brooklyn nigga. He's a dusty nigga. LL Cool J is a Queens nigga. But he became California. That's why LL trying to lick his lips and look all cool now. He lost his swag. LL lost his mojo. He stayed in California too long. Can't do that. Yeah. Ice Spice, little Bronx cutie. She ain't really a Bronx hood bitch, but you don't want to get in a fight with Cardi B. Cardi B will beat a bitch up. She beat up Nicki. Nicki from Southside, but Nicki's a punk. Nicki just talk a lot of shit. Lil' Kim ain't no punk. Cardi B ain't no punk. Remy Ma ain't no punk. They ain't no punks. You ain't gonna think you gonna spit on them and shit's gonna be sweet. Them bitches is dangerous. They will scrap. Believe me. She ain't gonna scrap, she's just gonna run her mouth. Yeah. Them New York Cities was fighting. That's the problem why Staten Island ain't on the reason why Staten Island ain't on the map, because Wu-Tang paved the way and nobody held the torch. That's the problem. Nobody held the torch. Nobody. Wu-Tang Clan paved the way and nobody held the torch. Because there's a lot of hard New York niggas in Wu-Tang. Raekwon's a real street nigga. Meph's a street nigga. Ghostface is a real street nigga. Them niggas is street niggas. And the niggas they be with is street niggas. I know the niggas they be with. Nicki Minaj married to a sex offender. But yeah, but her man's a street nigga though. He a pedophile, but he a street nigga too. Nicki Minaj's man is a street nigga. A lot of them fucking street niggas be pedophiles too though. They be fucking little girls. You know what I'm saying? But ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. I hope y'all just got it. Don't let the black man troll you, man. Yeah. White pussy's better than black pussy. White girls are better to marry than black women. Let him have his mindset. It's his mindset. Let him have it. That's all. Don't listen to that nigga. You know what I mean? That's his mindset. That's how he thinks. You know what I mean? That's how he thinks. Look at Jonathan Majors right now. He got that fine black ass wife. Like, the fuck was he thinking? Fucking that damn white slut. You know, you're supposed to fuck these white hoes. Don't marry them. Just have a good time with them. They like that. They actually prefer that. You know, I go through the whole motions of marrying them and validation from the family. And come on, man. Come on. What kind of nigga marry a white bitch? That's crazy. You can't respect that. Niggas chasing foreign bitches and all that over black women. That's corny. Let him do it. It's his mindset. That's the black male mindset. That's just his mindset. Let him have it. You want the black man. You don't want the black male. Ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. I appreciate you.